Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Baritol podcast. So today we are joined by one of the most talented and versatile actors of his generation. He is a multi-awarded actor, having won Best Actor at the Metro Manila Film Festival for Big Night and at the Asian Film Festival, and Best Supporting Actor for Die Beautiful across major award-giving bodies. Beyond the awards and recognition, his journey is a powerful story of perseverance, self-belief, and taking a leap of faith. Even when nothing is guaranteed. Please welcome the multi-talented Christian Bables.
Nakakahiya yung intro. Thank you.
Tignan mo naman yung accolades mo.
Thank you.
Pasabog ka. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
It's an
having
honor
me.
to have you on the Bear It All podcast. Ang topic natin for today, madaming makaka-relate sa'yo. And a lot of people are gonna get to know Christian. And I wanna
Thank
get
you,
to
God.
know you in this light
Salamat.
also. Okay, so simulan na muna natin dito. Okay, so a lot of people go through this phase where we feel undervalued.
Yes.
For many reasons. It could be for career, it could be for relationships, friendships. Hindi lang naman to career focus. Being undervalued happens in many
Yes.
forms and avenues. So, before all of these recognition and success that you have gotten throughout your career, was there a moment in your life where you felt overlooked and undervalued? And what did that feel like for you?
Yes. Feeling ko yung ganong... well, as for me, I will speak for myself. Nagsimula siya sa akin sa loob ng tahanan.
Oh,
Oo.
sa bahay mo.
Sa bahay. But mahal ko ang pamilya ko, ano. Pero wala eh. Doon siya nagsimula for me. Yung kumbaga parang naiisip ko lang ngayon, ano kaya ang magiging resulta kung nung mga panahon na yon na I consider as formative
Years.
ko bilang isang tao at bilang isang nangangarap, gaano pa kaya ka lakas yung magiging version ko kung ang mga narinig kong words ay kaya mo yan.
Magaling ka.
Oo, magaling ka. Sige, susuportahan kita. Malaking bagay yun eh.
Ay.
Para sa isang bata na nangangarap, bata pa lang kasi ako, alam ko na kung anong gusto kong gawin eh. Gusto kong umarte. Gusto
Yes.
kong makita sa TV at gusto kong mag-perform. Pero walang naniwala sa akin. Kasi hindi ko rin naman masisisi dahil yung family ko nag-thrive. No? Lumaki ako sa isang pamilya na ang mundo nila ay corporate. Oo. Galingan mo sa opisina, magsasucceed ka in life. Ako lang yung lumihis. Ako lang yung into the arts.
Creative, into the
Oo.
arts.
So, ayun. Mukhang nung panahon naman na nakuha ko or napatunayan ko na merong pupuntahan tong ginagawa ko, doon naman somehow nag-change yung perspective nila na okay, mahalaga pala yung suporta, napakahalaga pala nung oy, sige, gawin mo lang kung ano yung gusto mong gawin, andito lang ako sa tabi mo, papalakpakan kita, matalo ka man o manalo. Parang
Was
ganun.
that a push? Like, let's say all the times that they were probably telling you na walang pera dyan or baka hindi mo magawa yan, magganito ka na lang. Was that a push for you to prove them that it's possible, that this dream can happen? Hindi lang siya thought.
No eh. Siguro kasi, Dani, ako yung tipo nung tao na hindi ako mabilis maimpluwensyahan ng kung ano yung sasabihin ng iba. Alam ko kasi sa sarili ko at firm ako that time na happiness ko to eh.
Yeah. Nakafocus ka sa sarili mo.
Yes. Walang ibang responsable for my happiness kundi ako.
Amen.
I am blessed and I'm blessed siguro na maaga ko siyang naitanim sa isip ko at sa puso ko. Kaya ako mismo, alam ko kung anong gusto kong gawin. At gagawin ko yun no matter what.
Yeah, tama. Okay, so what's your advice to those who are going through the same predicament as you, that they're in a home or they have family members who actually consistently tell them na walang pera dyan, wag mo nang gawin yan, dito ka na lang, mas mag-a-achieve ka dito. Parang babaan mo yung mga pangarap mo, masyado kang malaki magmangarap. Di ba may mga magulang kasi, that's face facts.
Yes.
May mga pamilyang ganon. What's your advice sa someone that's nasa fork sila ng buhay nila? Do I follow my dreams or do I hear them all out? Sila yung pakinggan ko.
There's a very thin line between respeto at pagmamahal sa pamilya at magulang and respeto at pagmamahal sa sarili. Lumaki tayo sa isang setup, no, yung kultura natin bilang mga Pilipino na hindi, kailangan respetuhin natin ang sinasabi ng ating mga magulang. I-consider natin lahat ng mga sinasabi ng mga nakakatanda sa atin. Kahit minsan, nag-i-extend pa yan sa mga relatives. Meron silang say sa kung ano yung dapat maging ikaw, dapat ikilos mo, sa dapat mong puntahan sa buhay. But, again, I will speak for myself.
Yeah.
No? Kung mas mananaig yung mga boses outside.
Background noise.
Oo. At hindi mo papakinggan yung maliit na bata, na boses ng bata sa loob na kinukulit ka na hindi. Dito tayo sasaya. Dito tayo. Eto tayo. I think you will never find happiness.
Yes, you always have regrets. I feel that you're gonna resent a lot, not only yourself, but also the people around you, because you're gonna feel that they held you back. But in retrospect, you chose to be held back. Diba? Tama yung sinabi mo kanina na parang mga choices natin sa buhay, tayo yung gumagawa.
Yes, responsibilidad natin yung happiness natin at yung mga sarili natin.
Yes, so you have to take responsibility for yourself also. That these are my dreams.
Yes.
Kung hindi respetuhin ng iba yon, respetuhin mo yung pangarap mo.
Yes.
Respetuhin mo yung sarili mo. Kasi pag hindi mo bibigyan ng effort, respeto, or importance yung sarili mo, pati yung mga pangarap mo, then you're always going to stay small. Stay like this.
Yes.
Stuck. And you don't want that.
Yes. And isa pa siguro, Dani, na I can say na natutunan ko the hard way is yung wala kasing ibang makakapagbigay nun sa sarili mo kundi ikaw eh. Yung validation.
Yes.
Dati, hinanap ko siya
From everyone.
Yes, sa kung sino-sino. I ended up hurting myself. Wala palang ibang makakapagbigay sa'yo ng peace of mind, ng happiness na deserve mo kundi ang sarili mo. Totoo yun.
Yeah.
Siguro madalas nating naririnig yan sa kung saan-saan. Pero napakahirap niyang i-apply.
Yeah.
Pero once na matutunan mo, liberating.
It will change your life.
Yes.
Imagine having to wait for people to tell you that, oh, you're proud of me, magaling ako. But then when you get home, hindi ka naman proud sa sarili mo.
Yes.
Hindi ka nagagalingan sa sarili mo or sobrang cruel mo sa sarili mo. But then you're seeking validation from others. Then what's the point
Yes.
of hearing all of these things from other people but you can't affirm yourself? Diba kanina off-cam, I was telling Christian, affirm yourself that you deserve this because you work so hard to get to this point.
Thank you.
If you don't learn to affirm or tell yourself that, I did this, I worked hard for this, I did the work. If you don't acknowledge that or take accountability at least for the work that you put out, you're never going to feel accomplished. Or you're
Ganda.
never really going to feel that I've made it. Because kung hindi mo masabi sa sarili mo yun, bakit mo siya hinahanap sa ibang tao? Mahahanap mo ba yun kung sabihin ng ibang tao yun sa'yo? Masaya ka pa rin ba pag-uwi mo?
Oh.
Diba? Maraming mga, may mga ganun kang thoughts. Lalo na kapag artista ka, I'm sure. Diba? Okay, so for you, how do you deal with situations where you know your worth but others don't see it?
Magkaiba yung noon sa ngayon. Magkaiba ko siyang dinil noon sa ngayon na medyo natuto na ako.
Mas mature ka na.
Oo, mas mature na ako.
How did you deal with it before?
Hinayaan kong ma-define ako noon nung validation na hindi ko makuha sa mga taong nasa harapan ko na sa sarili ko, dapat kayo yung first line of defense and first line of supporters ko.
Amen.
Which is mali pala. Hindi mo pala madidiktahan at mapipilit ang isang taong palakpakan ka, suportahan ka, or mahalin ka. Umabot lang siguro ako dun sa point, Danny, na nagising ako one day na okay, bakit ko pinuput yung blame sa mga taong hindi ako, sa mga taong tingin kong hindi ako vina-validate? Bakit sa kanila yung blame? Bakit parang galit ako sa kanila? Ba't parang nire-resent ko sila? Wala naman akong patago sa kanila para i-validate nila ako, right? Wala, di naman sila pinanganak para i-validate ako. So doon ako na nagising na, shucks, hinahanap ko yung kaligayahan, yung validation, yung contentment sa ibang tao. Mali.
Yeah, nakalimutan mo yung
Hindi
contentment starts with you eh.
Yes.
Your contentment or whatever you feel starts with you. If you don't feel all of those things, you will really look for it in other people.
Yes.
It means that's what lacks.
Oo.
Diba? Kung yung kulang sa'yo, lagi naman natin hinahanap sa ibang tao yun eh. It's pag hindi natin mahanap, malungkot tayo. Pag hindi natin mahanap, galit na tayo sa mundo, galit na tayo sa mga tao. But in retrospect, you really have to, it starts within you.
Yes. Nakalimutan ko yung core ko na, okay, hindi dapat ako naapektuhan sa mga ganito eh. Pero nung habang binabaybay ko itong journey ko as an actor, nakadevelop ako ng ganon na, shucks, nagagaling parang, am I good enough? Bakit parang di nila ako gusto? Parang mga ganon. So nakalimutan ko yung core ko. Now na medyo nagising na ulit ako, no, na okay, ang happiness pala is kapag happy ako sa ginagawa ko, bahala na kayo dyan. Kung matutuwa ba kayo o hindi, for as long as nafi-feed ko yung hunger nung soul ko pagdating sa pag-arte, okay ako.
And in every aspect, kung masaya ka sa ginagawa mo, bakit ka magpapatumba sa ibang tao? Yun lang yun.
Yes.
Don't give them that power. That power is supposed to be yours. If you keep giving power to other people to destroy that, or to destroy your peace, or destroy the accomplishment that you feel, then that's your doing. Diba yung sinasabi dito sa podcast, hindi ko kayo ibe-baby. Lagi ko sasabihin sa inyo, yung mga desisyon na ginagawa nyo sa buhay nyo, kayo may gawa niyan. So don't go blaming other people.
Correct.
If that's the outcome of your life. Because you chose to do that, hinayaan mong tratuhin ka ng mga tao nito, hinayaan mo na sabihin nila yan sa'yo, hinayaan mong diktahan ka nila. So you have to take accountability for that. Diba? I love this conversation.
Ako din.
Okay. Next, were there moments when you doubted yourself because of how others treated or perceived you?
Yes. Ito yung sinasabi ko sa'yo na dumating ako dun sa point ng journey ko na naapektuhan ako ng mentally sinasabi ng ibang tao na kasi nagsimula ako sa paggawa ng mga gay characters.
Yes.
Da Beautiful. And then nasundan. And then I would hear comments like hanggang dyan na lang siya.
Na stereotype ka.
Oo. Typecasted na si Christian.
Yeah.
Kasi ito lang yung kaya niyang gawin. Sobra ako naapektuhan nun. Kasi sa isip at sa puso ko gusto kong umarte. Ang iniisip kong purpose ko kung bakit binigay sa akin ni God itong humongous amount of love and passion for my craft is to inspire, magbigay buhay sa mga karakter na walang boses,
Yes.
that needs to be heard,
Yes.
no? Pero for quite some time nung apektuhan ako ng mga outside noises na yan, nawala ako dun sa purpose ko. Parang dumating yung punto na, shucks.
Dinout mo na yung sarili mo.
Baka nga hanggang dito na lang ako.
Mas challenging nga yung binibigay sa yung role if you think about it.
Yes.
Because you're telling a story, a real story. You're
Yes.
trying to put life and you're trying to educate people that this is what they go through. This is the challenges that gay people go through. You're making a difference just by playing all these characters.
Thank you.
I understand you though when you said na maapektuhan ka because everyone's a critic.
Oo. Tapos yung bang parang napaka big deal sa kanila ng gender ng isang tao or ng isang artista or tao in general. Na para bang ikagugutom nila kapag hindi nila nakuha yung dapat pinuperceive nilang dapat gender ng isang lalaki or ng isang babae. Right?
Fixated masyado.
Yes. Ako siguro dumating na lang ako dun sa punto na dapat may isa, kahit isa man lang, do alam kong marami na, no?
Yes.
Dapat siguro time na para may isa man lang na magsalita,
Yes.
no, na hindi mo ikagugutom yan, mahal.
Tama.
ang gender ng isang tao ay is none of your business. Unless may plano kang ligawan or asawahin yung taong yun, wala kang pakialam sa kung ano yung gender niya.
And how does that affect you?
Yes.
In any way.
Correct.
Like, paano yun nakakabago sa buhay mo kung bakla siya or tomboy siya or what? Like,
Oo.
paano mo naging kabawasan yun?
Exactly.
Yun ang lagi kong gustong itanong sa mga taong ganito na sobrang close-minded. Paano siya, how does it affect you? Kasi it will never stop, ha?
Yes.
And there are a lot of successful gay people. Oh my God, every gay people I know is successful.
Yes.
So for me, in my mind, it's like, naiirita ka ba? Because they made something out of themselves?
Yes.
Tapos ikaw, andyan ka lang?
Yes.
Like, then you're projecting. You shouldn't
Yes.
project that and use gender as an excuse. Ang dami ng societal issues ngayon. Ang dami ng issues surrounding this actually. Napag-uusapan ng gender ngayon online for the past how many months because of
Yes.
like a very insensitive person talking about it.
Yeah.
So, it's more of like, kung hindi mo kabawasan, hindi naapektuhan yung livelihood mo, hindi naapektuhan yung buhay mo, wag kang mangialam.
Yes.
Yun lang yun.
Wag kang mangialam. So kumbaga parang yun yung greatest lesson and realization ko. Kaya ko, bahala kayo magsalita dyan. Basta ako, aarte ako. Awa ni God, nabibigyan din naman tayo ng mga characters na
outside
doon sa usual kong ginagawa.
Yeah.
So, doon ko kumbaga parang nabuo yung sarili ko din, Danny, na okay. Tama yung sinabi ni Tito Boy. Yung Tito Boy Abunda kasi
Yes.
is a good friend. So, there was this one time na sinabihan niya ako, nagsabi siya sa akin ng mga words na hindi ko makalimutan. Ang sinabi niya, nobody can tell you who you are except for yourself and for your God.
Amen.
So,
That's beautiful.
yeah, ang laking bagay nun sa akin. At yung power, kunyari may isang basher. Nagsabi siya na, hindi, ganito ka. Magkakaroon lang yun ng power kapag binigyan mo ng power yung mga words niya.
Exactly. Kaya wag kang don't engage.
Yes.
Anggalin mo yung power sa kanya.
Oo.
Kasi the minute basahin mo yan at ma-hurt ka, nabigyan mo na ng power yun eh.
Exactly.
The fact na binasa mo yun, binigyan mo na siya ng power because it enters your brain and then immediately affects your day, affects how you think,
Yes.
and you start to doubt yourself. You've given it power already. So when you know that, lalo na sa line of job ninyo, alam nyo naman that you won't please everyone.
Yes.
There are a lot of people who are not gonna agree with what you do, and that's okay. And that's okay. Like for me, as long as you're watching my films,
Exactly. Yeah.
whether you like me or not, pinanood mo pa rin. Di ba?
Oo.
Yun na lang. Yun na lang isipin mo. Your critics still watch your film.
Oo. At saka, tumatawa din naman kayo sa mga pelikula.
Tama naman. But you know what? Since we're on this topic, I wanna pick your brain. Ano ang natutunan mo or na-discover mo about the LGBTQIA community from playing many roles of being one?
Kontra dun sa sinasabi nung isang very insensitive person.
Pareho tayong iniisip
Oo.
na tao, I'm sure.
Oo. Hindi po kayo mapupunta sa impyerno.
Oo, hindi kayo mapunta sa impyerno. Sino nagsabi ba nun?
That's for sure. That's for sure. Alam mo kung bakit? Kasi gay, lesbian, lahat ng mga member ng komunidad na kinokondem ng taong yun ay mga tao.
Yes.
Mga taong marunong rumispeto, mga taong marunong magmahal. Walang I guess, no? Walang pinagkaiba sa kanya or doon sa mga taong sinasabi na sila lang ang favored ni God.
God, yeah.
Lahat tayo nagkakamali. Lahat tayo ay nagkakasala. Ang feeling ko, Danny, ang katayan niyan ay kung ano yung laman ng intentions mo, ng puso mo towards your kapwa, towards other people. For as long as wala kang ibang ginusto kundi ang kabutihan ng sarili mo or ng mga tao sa paligid mo, I think you're good. Nobody can judge you except
Yes.
for God.
No, that's the thing. Di ba? Since you're spreading the word of God and you're saying that only God can judge you and all of that, then what gives you the right to judge others?
Yes.
What gives you the right to tell people kung ano dapat ang kasarian nila?
Exactly.
Are you God?
Exactly.
Because my God is not like that. If your God is like that, we don't have the same God. And I'm pretty sure, ang sinabi rin sa Bible na mahal ng Diyos lahat ng tao.
Yes.
He died for the sins of everybody. So, for me, it's like, bakit may multiple choice? Bakit may or na ito lang mahal ng Diyos, ito hindi? Akala ko ba ang Diyos mahal lahat?
Oo.
Diba? Kaya mo naman i-counter yung mga pinagsasabi niya talaga. But it's more of like, bibigyan ba natin ng tigilan na natin bigyan ng power itong taong to. Okay?
Yeah,
Kasi
yeah. Correct,
the more
correct,
you give him power, I feel like he likes it.
Yes.
Diba? I feel like
Ini-enjoy niya.
ini-enjoy niya na masyado yung power. Huwag niyo nang bigyan ng power.
Yeah.
Okay. Ano pa? Sorry. Ano pa
Okay lang.
natutunan mo?
Okay
You're
lang.
playing roles. Like, what's for me yung takeaway mo? Like, I'm sure naramdaman mo na yung struggles nila.
Grabe. When I played the character of Barbs sa Die Beautiful, yun yung talagang unang awakening na masasabi ko for me na shucks, ganito pala pinagdadaanan nila para lang makaramdam makaramdam ng acceptance, katakot-takot na kailangan nilang patunayan yung sarili nila hindi lang sa ibang tao kundi sa pamilya nila.
Yes.
Yung mga tao na dapat unang umuunawa.
At nagmamahal sa'yo kahit sino ka pa.
Yes, nagmamahal at dapat nagpaparamdam sa'yo ng respeto. Kailangan nilang patunayan yung sarili nila dun sa mga taong yun, which is for me very sad.
Yes.
No? Kasi para lang naman sa akin, Dani, ang konsepto ko ng isang pamilya, kagaya ng kanina pa natin sinasabi, dapat first line of defense yan. Ito dapat yung unang umuunawa, nagmamahal, umiintindi sa'yo, tumatanggap sa'yo. Pero kung sa kanila manggagaling, yung hindi, mapupunta ka sa ganito.
Ito ka.
Ito ka.
Oo.
Ito ka lang. Hanggang dito ka lang. Nakakadiri
Mamamatay
ka
ka
kasi...
mag-isa.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Nakakadiri ka kasi ganito ka. Masakit.
Yes, tsaka
Masakit.
alam mo, doon nagsisimula ang mga trust issues mo sa lahat ng tao. Pati yung mga trigger points mo in life na kung yung sarili ko ng pamilya, hindi ako binibigyan ng suporta, ang hirap magtiwala sa ibang tao
Yes.
na hindi mo pamilya. You're gonna start to build this thing na, does everybody think this way?
Yes.
How can I truly love someone if ganito pala yung mga pag-iisip ng ibang tao? It builds trauma. And for me kasi ang hirap, ang trauma kasi it lives with you, it stays with you. You just learn to live with it talaga. And you just have to accept things that, accept the fact that there are some things that people will not agree with. But as long as, sabi mo kanina, masaya ka and you find joy in what you do and who you are,
Yes.
then it doesn't matter anymore. Background noise na lang sila lahat.
At saka, Dani, sorry, may i-add ko lang. Imagine mo to. Gaano ka marireach ng isang tao yung full potential niya kung yung mga taong kasama niyang lumaki, sinusuportahan siya at minamahal siya ng buong buo.
Tama.
At hindi kina-question kung ano or kung sino siya.
Yes.
Right? Ang sarap mag-build ng isang komunidad na ganun. Ng isang pamilya na may ganong klaseng mindset.
Yes.
Sana.
We hope for a better world.
Yeah,
And
sana.
hopefully, we get to still experience it. Hindi tayo lahat patay na pag nangyari yun. But even if I hope it comes to that point. Okay, so on the lighter side, what did that season of your life teach you about self-worth and patience?
Which season? Itong
season na you didn't feel supported and undervalued. Ano yung, 'di ba, hindi mo pinayagan na i-define 'yun. You didn't allow that to define your dreams or your future. You set that path for yourself that no, eyes on the prize. Diretso lang ang tingin ko.
Yes.
What did that whole experience teach you about loving yourself and self-worth and patience that, your timing is going to come? Dadating yung time na ikaw naman.
Yes.
That your dreams are going to happen for you. When did you realize that?
From the very start, Dani, pinanghawakan ko na siya eh. Na okay, ayaw niyo ako suportahan. Tingin niyo wala akong mararating dito, okay lang naman yan. I respect you, I love you, but hindi ko kailanman wawalain yung tiwala at yung pagmamahal ko sa ginagawa ko. So siguro ang takeaway ko doon sa season na yon is yung generational trauma.
Yeah.
Meron tayong power to
break it.
Lagyan ng tuldok ang nakaugalian
Or nakasanayan.
nakasanayan ng pamilya or ng mga ninuno, kung sino man yan. for as long as meron kang bilib sa sarili mo at sa mga kaya mong gawin, pwede mong lagyan ng tuldok yun. Pwedeng sa'yo mag-end yun. At sa mga magiging anak mo, ako yun ang ano ko, yun talaga ang...
Break the cycle.
Yeah. Ayun ang nasa mind ko even before. Pag nagkaanak ako, in the future, wala siya ibang maririnig sa akin kung hindi, ito gusto mo? Go. Magaling ka dyan.
Suportahan kita.
Susuportahan kita.
Tama.
Ganon.
Sabi ko nga din, alam mo, kasi I have 2 kids. And I always tell myself, kung anong gusto maging ng mga anak ko, anong gusto nilang path ang itik, kahit magkaroon ng point which is I know it will never happen, na hindi ako sasang-ayon. So, supportahan ko pa din. Kasi ayaw mo dumating yung point na hindi sila sa'yo hihingi ng tulong or advice or hindi sila tatakbo sa'yo kasi alam nilang hindi ka nila makausap.
Yeah.
I think sobrang sakit nun as a parent that they find comfort, solace, and peace with other people and not their parents. I don't want a time to come that my kids will be so afraid to tell me that they wanna be this, or let's say kung may anak ako na bakla, hindi niya sa akin masabi kasi magagalit ako, i-disown ko siya. I never ever want my kids to ever feel that there will come a time that I will disown them for being themselves or wanting to be someone else or who they are. Like, I want my kids to be the one to tell me, kunyari, isa sa kanila maging bakla, I'm gay. Okay, well, is that supposed to make me love you less? No. Right? As a parent, you're supposed to love your children no matter what.
Yes.
Diba?
Yes.
Hindi dapat titigil yon kung bakla ang anak mo o hindi. Or gusto niya maging photographer o gusto niya maging ganyan or gusto niya doesn't matter.
Yes.
Love them anyway.
Yes.
Diba?
Correct. Danny, sorry. But I think, along with the takeaway na meron ako from
that season,
natutunan ko din na intindihin kung saan nagmula at kung ano yung pinanggagalingan nung mga taong nagparamdam nun sa akin. No? Hindi ko rin sila masisisi dahil yun din yung nakaugalian nila.
Generational nga.
Yes. Yung mga lolo't lola, yun din ang ipinaramdam sa kanila. Which is, for them, yun ang normal.
Yes.
Yun ang tama.
Burning house theory.
Yes. Kaya nakakatuwa din no na may mga magulang na kunyari in my case no, yung mom ko before talagang against siya sa pag-aartista ko. As in against siya sa pagiging actor ko. Gusto niya na sa corporate world ako.
Ka.
Kasi doon namayagpag ang mami.
Yes.
Na sobrang proud at idol kong nanay ko. Dahil itinaguyod niya nga kaming magkakapatid na mag-isa. No? Yung father ko kasi namatay, 8 years old pa lang ako. So, ayun yung tingin niyang mag-save sa amin.
Normal, yes.
Yeah.
Tama naman yun. Tama.
Nung medyo lumihis ako ng gusto, malaking diskusyon yun, Danny. Ang laking kumbaga parang hindi naman away, pero ang laking usapin sa loob ng pamilya na bakit gusto mo to? Bakit ganyan? Nung na-prove ko yung sarili ko, nakakatuwa ang mami talaga. Ngayon, yung mga brothers na sumunod sa akin, kung anong gusto mo mag-pilot, go.
You paved the way.
Awa ni God. Yung
Are you the eldest?
Pangalawa.
Pangalawa ka.
Yung kuya ko nasa Italy.
Oh, wow.
Oo. Tapos yung bunso, gusto mo mag-soccer? Sige.
Go!
Oo, go. Kung saan ka masaya, go. Susuporta. Kaya natutuwa ako sa nanay ko. Kasi ano din talaga, nakita ko siyang evolve.
Yes,
Galing.
I love that.
Oo.
I mean, at least, your mom broke the cycle also.
Yes.
If you think about it, she broke the cycle. Tinanggal niya yung ito yung nakasanayan ko, hindi pala. Magkakaroon pala ng time, magkakaanak ako. Tapos magiging iba din yung gusto nila and I have to love them and support them. Like, I love that she evolved.
Yes.
Did you have that conversation with your mom?
Yes.
How
Oo.
did that conversation go when everything na was, yung supportado ka na ng mom mo?
Oo.
When did you know that,
Ganda ng kwento na to.
anong nangyari?
Hindi ko sinabi sa kanila yung Die Beautiful.
Oh my God!
Wala akong pinagsabihan na meron akong ginawang pelikula dahil hindi ko rin naman ine-expect yun, Danny,
Ganong
na
kalaki.
magiging ganong kalaki. So, dumating ang MMFF 2016. In-invite ko sila. Mami,
Doon tayo.
magbihis ka, mag-makeup
Wait,
ka.
surprise to? Like, hindi nila alam you starred in the film?
Alam nila na MMFF, may ginawa na akong MMFF
Okay,
movie.
okay.
Pero hindi sila nakapag-prepare na, alam mo yun, kumbaga parang 2 days before.
Tsaka may role mo doon.
Galing. Oo, kasi
my
dapat
God.
hindi ako yun.
Oh my God!
Oo. So dapat hindi ako yun. If I can remember it right, 3 words lang yung dapat na linya ko sa
Line
buong
mo. Okay.
pelikula. And then, cut the long story short, biglang kinabukasan,
Binigay sa'yo yung
binigay sa akin ni
role.
Direk Jun. Thank you, Direk.
Oh my
I love you, Direk.
God. And then wait, okay, so mag-makeup ka and then?
Makeup ka, dalhin mo si Tito Sani, yung aking stepdad, attend tayo ng MMFF kasi may ginawa akong pelikula. Hindi ko sinabi sa kanila na ito yung character ko,
Oo.
ito yung ano ko. Nung nag-a-announce ng mga nominees, kasi during that night, dun lang in-announce yung mga nominees.
Wow.
So, there was Joel Torre, Ricky Davao, I forgot na kung sino pa yung iba, si Sir Noni Buencamino yata, if my memory serves me right. And then, tinawag yung pangalan ko. Gulat ang mami.
Wow.
Tinawag ang pangalan ko, and then, again, cut the long story short, ako yung na-declare na best supporting
Yes.
actor that night. Doon ko nakita ang mami na, bakit yung reaction mo iba?
Oh.
Umiyak siya, tumayo siya, tapos para siyang na-shock na nakita ko kung gaano siya ka-proud.
Oh my God.
Nakita ko kung gaano siya ka-proud sa akin. Wala na, hindi ko na napigilan. Naiyak na rin ako sa stage. Kaya, kung mababalikan natin, isa sa mga sinabi ko dun sa speech ko na, Mami, nagbunga na yung katigasan ng
Ulo mo.
ko. Kasi, finally, ito na. Hindi kita napahiya, May. I mean, I hope I somehow made you proud na nakita ko na proud ang Mami.
Yeah.
Doon kami nagsimulang magkaroon ng conversation about this,
Wow.
Mami. Yung mga kapatid ko, may kanya-kanyang gusto yan. Oo nga, anak eh. Isa daw yun sa mga na-realize niya na nagmamatter.
Yes.
Nagmamatter kung ano yung seed inside ng mga anak niya.
And you're supposed to water it. As a person, you're supposed to help water that seed until it blooms.
Yeah.
And you're going to feel na parang, I'm so glad I supported.
Yes.
Mas masarap sa feeling na pag alam mo na nag-excel yung anak mo or na may na-achieve yung anak mo, you're part of it rather than being against it and not being a part of it because you chose to not be a part of it.
Yes.
Of course, you want to be part of your children's lives, diba? Whatever, come what may.
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about walking the hallway. I think this is a theory. We like to talk about theories in the Bear It All. So this one is walking the hallway. So there's this idea that life is like walking through a hallway. Trying different doors until one finally opens. What did your hallway face look like? Was it Die Beautiful? Was that door?
Yes. Yes. Pero bago ko ma-reach yung door na yun, my gosh, doors of rejections, doors of heartbreaks and heartaches. Hindi madali. Yeah.
So what was that feeling when the door finally opened? Parang finally this is it. After the series of that rejections, and then finally this door opens wide open for you. Did it feel scary?
Yes. Mas natakot ako. Mas natakot ako. Ang prayers ko noon, God, tulungan mo akong pangalagaan. Alam kong hindi mo binuksan itong pintuan na ito para sa walang rason. Alam kong meron akong purpose. Meron kang purpose for me. Bakit mo binuksan ang pintuan na ito for me? Turuan mo ko. Yun yung takot ko. Na, Danny, never akong finail ni God. Sarap sa puso. As in, feeling ko, bawat step ko,
andun siya.
Andun siya.
Diba when he placed you, the minute he placed you in front of that door, that was already a promise to you that that's the start of the many doors that will open for you. God does not put you in a door and opens it wide open and it stops there.
Yes.
The thing with God is when it's your time and it's His time and He puts you right there in that moment, it will flow. Because that's what you're meant to do. That's exactly where you need to be. So always expect that when it's God's timing, He will always lead you to every door that's meant for you.
Ang sarap sa
diba?
puso. Yeah.
Ang sarap. Like kanina tinatanong kita, di ko nasasabihin, but ang dami mong palabas, ang dami mong movies na lalabas. And it started with one door, with one yes. In a series of rejections. It doesn't matter if you get 4 yeses, 5 yeses, you only need one. And that one, manganganak yan. Dadami yan sila. Until nangongolekta ka na ng awards. Oh my God. Pasabog ka, Christian. Okay. Next, how did you stay motivated during the time when doors weren't opening? So you said you had a series of rejections. So how did you stay motivated and focused and hopeful to reach that goal?
Ang higpit kasi ng kapit ko, Danny, sa passion ko eh. I guess, yun lang yung key. Dapat mahal mo kung yung ginagawa mo. As for me kasi, Danny, parang feeling ko yung acting, parte siya ng bawat paghinga ko. Parang parte siya ng nananalaytay sa bawat ugat ko. Ganon siya kalalim. Ang sa isip ko nun, kung hindi ako makita ng mga taong tingin kong dapat nakakakita sa kung ano yung mga kaya kong i-offer bilang isang actor, I know merong place na inilagay si God for me. Ang matindi kasing pinanghawakan ko, Danny, kapag binuksan ni God ang isang pintuan for you, or kahit hindi pa nagbubukas, pag binigyan ka niya ng vision na, okay, ito yung gusto kong maging, ito yung feeling kong sasaya ko, kapag tinanim niya yan sa heart mo at saka sa mind mo, imposibleng hindi ka niya itawid
tama.
papunta dun sa vision na yun.
Agree.
So yun yung pinanghawakan ko. Sabi ko, may purpose kung bakit nilagay ni God itong overflowing love and passion ko for my craft. Meron.
I love that. I love that because hindi mo hinayaan na matabunan yon. Hindi mo hinayaan na matabunan yung dreams mo of the rejections. You stayed faithful and told God na hindi, I trust you. My time will come. And it did. And it did. Oh my gosh, it did. Okay. So, were there opportunities that you thought were, eto na yon, this is the one, but it didn't work out? And then later na-realize mo na kaya pala hindi ko nakuha yung role na yon or kaya hindi ko nakuha yung project na yon. Ibig sabihin because I'm meant for a bigger role or I'm meant for a bigger movie or a better story, yung mga ganyan.
Sa journey ko kasi as an actor, awa ni God, yung Die Beautiful kasi, kabaliktaran siya. Hindi dapat para sa akin, pero napunta sa akin. Parang ganun siya.
Oh my gosh.
Pero yung before that, yung series of rejections, I guess, ayun siya. Merong times na I think ilang beses ko nang naikwento to. There was this one show na nag-shoot kami for like 24, 27 hours. And then nung bayaran na, nung pirmahan na nung pink slip para dun sa TF, literal, tumakbo yung PA, sumakay sa van, pinatakbo niya yung van, hinahabol ko yung van. Kasi sabi ko, sweldo ko po yan, 3,500.
Oh my God, Christian.
Hinahabol ko yung van na so sabi po kasi sa akin ni Direk, pirma daw po ako kasi ayan po yung ano ko, yan po yung sweldo ko daw.
Oh my God.
During that time wala pa akong pera, Dani, dahil estudyante pa lang ako that time at ayaw nga ni Mami na nag-aartista ako. So, kinukuha ko yung pang-pamasahe, pangbili ng damit sa baon na hindi naman ganun kalakihan din. So, malaking bagay sa akin yung 3,500.
Oo naman.
Hindi siya na...
Hindi mo nakuha,
Hindi
ever.
ko nakuha.
Nakakaloka.
Ever.
Nakakaloka.
But it's okay. Kasi, I think, nag-full circle moment naman kami nung PA na yun. Awa ni God, head PA na siya.
Wow.
Nung nanalo na ako ng award for Die Beautiful.
Yes.
And then etong show na to finally got me as the lead. So kasi nung ginawa niya yun sa akin, extra lang ako. Background talent.
Yes.
So nung finally, awa ni God, ako na yung nag-lead dun sa show na yun. Sabi ko sa kanya, sabi ko, uy, hindi mo na ako na... Kasi,
hindi na nakakahabulin.
Inano niya, sabi niya, uy, alam mo, napanood ko yung Die Beautiful. Shucks, ang galing mo. Ilang beses ko na panood, ganyan. Kangiti lang ako sa kanya. Tapos sabi ko, hindi mo na ako naaalala, no?
Oo, hindi mo naalalang hinabol kita.
Oo.
Oh my
Sabi ko,
God.
ako yung tinakbuhan mo. Sabi ko, pero ang maganda naman nun, nasabi ko sa kanya na, please, wag mo nang gawin. Sa kahit na...
Kahit kanino.
Isa rin yan sa mga ina-advocate ko. Pag nakakita ako ng talent na hindi tinatrato ng maayos, ngayon, kahit papano meron na akong boses, nagsasabi ako na,
Tama.
please, pakiayos yung,
I love
yung
that.
pagtrato sa kanya. Ganun.
I love that. I love that you think that way because not everybody thinks that way. I love that you look after everyone.
Thank you.
Matatagal ka sa career mo because you look after everyone.
Kasi doon ako nanggaling. Alam ko kung anong pakiramdam nila na walang tent. Nung experience ko, hindi pa ako makakakain ng lunch kung hindi ako tinawag nung co-talent ko na, uy, may lunch na.
Oh my
Oo.
God.
Alikabok and all.
Init, walang pamasahe.
Tapos
Oh my
tinakbuhan
God.
pa. Kaya ayoko sanang maranasan ng kahit na sino. Hindi
I
deserve.
love that. Okay. This one naman is about taking the leap of faith. So you made a bold decision to leave a stable job to pursue acting without any guarantees. What was going through your mind during that time when you were making that decision?
Oh my gosh. Nakapagtrabaho kasi ako sa isang telco company. Bago ako mag-decide na hindi, gusto kong maging actor.
Yeah.
Wala akong pera. Wala akong pera. During that time, nahihiya na akong tumira sa bahay ng mom ko. Kasi graduate na ako at wala pa akong naitutulong.
Pero may work ka. May work ka nun.
May work ako, enough lang pang pamasahe, enough lang pang tulong ng kaunti. Alam mo yun? Pero nahihiya na ako that time tumira sa bahay ng mom ko. Sabi ko, shucks, anong gagawin ko? Hindi talaga ako masaya. Every time na humaharap ako sa computer, gumagawa ako ng mga paperworks, hindi ako masaya.
Oh.
Okay, anong gagawin ko? Alright. Sulat ako ng resignation letter. Pasa ako sa boss ko. Hindi ako papipigilan. Mag-resign ako. Parang talon sa bangin. Ganun yung feeling.
Ang ganda ng description. Parang ang tumalon sa bangin. I love that.
Parang akong tumalon sa bangin dahil wala akong support kahit ano. Wala. Ang pinanghawakan ko lang nun, yung sinabi ko sa'yo kanina na hindi ako dadalhin ni God sa posisyon na to at hindi niya ipapakita sa akin yung vision na to kung hindi niya ako itatawid papunta doon. Alam mo, doon ko na patunayan yung miracles na kaya niyang gawin sa kahit na sino. 2 weeks after ko mag-resign, tumawag yung very first prod na kumuha sa akin as an actor.
Wow.
Kung yung show na yon, dapat 3 days lang yung character ko.
Okay.
Pero nung nakita nila akong umarte, in-extend nila hanggang dulo.
Oh my God, I love it.
Awa ni God. Thank you, Miss Jeannie. Thank you. Utang ko po sa inyo yun. Jeannie Monteagudo Ocampo. I love you. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Salamat po. Doon ako nakita ng Regal Films at ng The Idea First Company. So, nanganak yun ng isang pelikula sa Regal hanggang nag-Die Beautiful.
That's after 2 weeks of resigning. Oh
Yes.
my God. Wow, Christian, that's a success story.
Yes.
Wow.
After 2 weeks kong nag-resign, doon nagsimula ang buhay para sa... Sorry, ako'y nangingilid ng... Doon nagsimula ang buhay para sa akin. Ang galing talaga.
Ang galing ni God.
Ang galing ni God.
Ang galing ni God. Kasi pwede naman na you just stuck with it because it's stable. It will pay you a salary every month. But you're not happy.
Yes.
You know, it's so timely that you're my guest now. And our last episode was about the stuck phase because you're actually telling people that it's possible. It's scary. It's unknown. Wala kang assurance. Wala kang kasigurudahan na it's gonna work out. But you know that that's what's gonna make you happy.
Yes.
And tumalon ka sa bangin.
Oo.
I love that. Tumalon ka sa bangin
Talon
at
sa bangin.
2 weeks after.
Mm-hmm.
I love this story. I feel like I'm always gonna tell this story to people every time they feel that they're in the stuck phase. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Salamat, Dani.
I hope
Thank
you constantly remind yourself that you did all of this and you deserve all of this because you took that leap of faith. Every time you start to doubt yourself, always remind yourself kung saan ka nagsimula at kung nasan ka ngayon. To constantly remind yourself na if I did not do this for myself, if I didn't take that leap of faith, if I stayed in this comfort zone, I will never know that ito pala dapat yung life ko. So happy.
Ang sarap. Sarap sa puso.
Sarap sa puso, di ba? Sabi ko na you're a success story. I hope you share your story more.
Thank you.
Okay, so here's another one. How do you know when it's time to take a leap of faith versus when it's better to stay where you are? Ayan. Timely sa kakasabi ko lang kanina.
Yeah.
May mga tao that mistake taking leaps of faith as scary.
Mm-hmm.
They feel that, ano mangyayari sa akin if I'm scared? And you don't want to feel that way. You want to be able to make decisions with assurance. So what is your take on those who are afraid to take a leap of faith? And versus ano ba yung katanungan ko? Nag-iiba na ako ng tanong eh. How do you know when it's time to take a leap of faith versus staying exact? Kung ano lang, kung asaan ka ngayon, being comfortable there.
I think takot is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yung fear of the unknown, lagi siyang nandyan. The reason kung bakit ko sinabing good siya, kasi doon sa takot na yon, doon mo madidiscover yung strength mo na tumalon sa bangin.
Yeah.
Kasi kung wala kang takot, hindi mo madidiscover yung kumbaga potential mo, no, to shucks. kaya eh. Kaya. I think malalaman mo when it's time na tumalon sa bangin if painful
Hindi literally,
na.
Oh my
hindi
God.
literally. If painful na.
Drained ka na.
If drained ka na.
Hindi ka na masaya.
Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. If wala ka ng saya na nararamdaman sa kung nasan ka man ngayon, talon na.
Tama na.
Oo, tama na. Nakakatakot. Nakakatakot.
Nakakalula.
Nakakalula and that's normal. Pero dun sa takot mo, once na ma-face mo yung takot mo na yan, somewhere along that takot, makikita mo na, shucks, kaya
Buti na
ko.
lang.
Game, talon tayo.
Buti na lang.
Oo.
Parang ano lang yan, if you're scared of heights, go, do it. Dapat sinasabi ko rin sa sarili ko yan, takot ako sa heights eh. Isipin mo na lang ng mga ganyan, but when you're taking a leap of faith, just you're trying to get over a fear. You're trying to get over a phobia of yours. And when you finally do, hindi ka natakot.
Yes.
Diba?
Oo.
Hindi ka natakot na wala na yung fear kasi nagawa mo na eh. Nandun ka na eh. Diba? Tsaka binuksan na eh, may light ka na nakita doon. Huwag mo nang takbuhan.
Yeah.
Run forward.
Yes.
Don't run back.
Yes. Yes.
I love that.
At hindi mo malalaman kung ano yung itsura nung kabilang side kung magsistay ka dyan.
Yes.
Diba?
It will always stay dark. Diba?
Yes.
Parang when you're doing things that you're not happy about or hindi ka masaya sa ginagawa mo, it's dark. It feels dark. Feels heavy. You're never gonna know how bright your future can be or how light you can feel if you actually go towards it. Diba?
Yes. Sa mga naghahanap ng sign, this is your
This
sign.
is your sign.
This is your sign.
I love that. I love that. Okay, eto. Looking back now, how did that one decision change the trajectory of your life?
Oh my gosh, Danny, nadala niya ako sa mga lugar, literally and figuratively, na hindi ko inakalang mapupuntahan ko. Dinala niya ako, pinakilala niya ako sa mga taong akala ko hindi ko mamimit ever. At itinuro niya sa akin, ipinakita niya sa akin yung potential na meron ako. Kasi kung hindi nangyari ito, kung hindi ko dinesisyonan yun,
I-regret mo yun buong buhay mo.
malamang nakaharap pa rin ako sa computer ngayon, Danny, at gumagawa ng paperworks.
Oo.
So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you, self.
Yes, thank you. Good
Proud of
job,
you,
self.
self. Good job, self.
self. Okay, so ito na. This is my last question for you. If someone listening right now feels undervalued or afraid to take that leap of faith, what do you want them to hear? I feel like nasabi mo naman na to kanina, kung ano yung gusto mong marinig. But from, I feel like the last question for you would be, if they're in this predicament right now that they feel stuck, and they don't know what to do or what's next for their lives and they feel like, ito na lang ako eh. Sabi kasi ni ganito, ito na lang ako eh. I'll stay na lang where I am kasi ito stable to eh. So what's your advice to them when they come to terms with it na? Yung accepted na nila yung
Yeah.
fate nila kahit there's so much more that they can still be more.
I think this is the chance for me to pay it forward, yung mga sinabi ni Tito Boy sa akin kasi sobrang nakatulong yun.
Yes, ang ganda no sinabi niya.
Yeah. Nobody can tell who you are as a person except for yourself and for your God. Walang makakapagsabi kung sino ka at kung anong kaya mong gawin kundi ikaw lang din at ang God mo. So mukha mang madali, no? Mukha mang madaling pakinggan na hindi, wag kang makinig sa ibang tao. Sarili mo lang sarili mo lang ang intindihin mo. I mean, kung ano lang yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo. Madali mang pakinggan pero mahirap gawin.
Yes.
But it's doable.
Kaya.
Kaya. You just have to take a step forward,
One step in the door.
Yes, hanapin mo yung courage na gawin yon. And kapag nahanap mo na yun, wag mo nang bitawan.
Alagaan mo.
Alagaan mo yung tiwala sa sarili dahil walang ibang makakapagbigay niyan sa'yo kundi ikaw lang din.
And always be grateful and thankful to the Lord God. Because you know what, some people forget that, He placed you there. He guided you there. And I feel like we're too focused on whatever is happening in our lives. We forget to be grateful.
Yes.
So always stay grateful. And never stop learning. Huwag kang ma-pride na tao at sasabihin mo na alam mo na lahat kasi
Yes.
hindi natin alam lahat.
Exactly.
Always want to learn from the people you work with, from the people around you. And yun, I feel like that's the best advice that we
Yeah.
can give. Thank you so much.
Salamat,
Do you
Dani.
please share all your new projects, whatever's coming out, please do share.
Oh my gosh, magkakaroon po kami ng pelikula ni Elijah Canlas and ni Inigo Pascual under Cornerstone Studios.
Wow.
This will be directed by Direk Victor Villanueva, Drags to Riches, sa mga sinehan this June.
Wow.
Sana po
I'm so excited.
maabangan ninyo.
Thank you so much, Christian, for
Thank
sharing your story, for
Salamat.
being here. It's
Thank
an
you,
honor
thank
to
you.
have you here, and I'm so excited, and I'm really looking forward to all the many great things that you're going to do this
Yay!
year. Kasi madami, booked and busy si Christian ngayon.
Salamat. Thank you.
It's an honor to
Salamat.
have you here.
Thank you.
I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.